Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Future Stars Live on Hidayat TV. Just to remind you, our topic is the merits and reward of akhlaq, talking about the importance of akhlaq actually as well. So just before the break, what were we talking about?
The importance of akhlaq.
Akhlaq. And we mentioned that story of this woman that prayed a lot, she fasted a lot, but she was rude to her neighbors. Yeah, and what did the Prophet say about this woman?
He said that
her actions is not
won't be counted.
Won't be counted. Yeah. So this shows, as we said, shows the importance of akhlaq, because whatever she was doing was really important, but she missed out the key thing was akhlaq. Yeah, and if you don't have this akhlaq, then how can you what the Prophet was showing us was how could you get closer to Allah when you're not even close to your fellow humans, stuff like that. Because you got to think about this, that if you want Allah to be kind, you want Allah to be nice to you. So if you want Allah to be nice to you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can be nice to your fellow human being as well. Yeah? Yes, so we're saying you've got the next thing, so we can start with saying after the loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjam.
The Holy Prophet ﷺ and our Holy Imams of Islam managed to attract a lot of people to Islam through their good akhlaq. Remember that when you are behaving badly out in public, people will not say, look at that boy or girl behaving badly. People will say, look at that Muslim behaving badly. You are therefore not only letting yourself and your parents down, but also Islam. Our Traf Imam has left all of us as the caretakers of Islam. So what?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjam. Thank you. So, especially in today's society, yeah, that thing that Hussein talked about was very true, isn't it?
Yeah.
When there's so much bad kind of portrayal of Islam in kind of the media and places like that, this statement that Hussein said really comes into kind of form. Why does it come into form? Why does it actually kind of truly means a lot? Why do you think, Hussein?
Because obviously people are getting judged every single day in today's society, but as like obviously all terrorism and all other kinds of stuff like that goes on in today's world, people, and this terrorism is all like majority is like everybody all blames it on the Muslims and saying it's the whole Muslim community, when it's only acts of a couple. But now that it's going around the world and terrorism keeps happening, people will obviously judge a whole community on the acts of a couple. So therefore, if one Muslim is behaving bad, it looks like the whole race is behaving bad.
Not the whole race, don't use that word, but like the whole community. Yeah, community. Yeah. So obviously, Hussein mentioned a really important thing with the climate that we're in, the way which the world is going on nowadays. Yeah. The way the world is turning around nowadays, kind of anything happens, it could affect the whole kind of reflect the whole community that you're in. Yeah, because nowadays even people that you would know your whole life, and because of actions of a few, yeah, they kind of doubt you now, don't they?
They change their judgment.
They change their judgment on you, yeah, because of act of a few. But the way we could change this around is with akhlaq. This is why the Holy Prophet has kind of made a kind of fixation on it, yeah, made the importance of it, because akhlaq can change a people's view like that, just a click over your finger, yeah. It can change a person's view, yeah, because the way you act towards them can change a lot how they perceive you, yeah. And even you look at our imams or the prophets, the way they would act towards people, yeah, and the way you take Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Karbala, yeah, when all those people, he would go out, yeah, and in front of them the whole army of Yazid, yeah, and even then he would talk of kind words, yeah, wouldn't he? Even one quotation that he said, of if because I think this is the only one that I can remember off my head, yeah, is that even if you don't believe in God, be a free man, yeah. He's saying so much kind of words to them to influence them, even though they've came to kill him. Yeah, and these kind of words could you could say that when Hur kind of reflected on them, he came to Imam Hussein, didn't he? Yeah, and he changed his view. Didn't he change his view? Yeah, he did. Yeah, with the akhlaq of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Yeah, so akhlaq, if we now apply it in our communities, so around which area we live in, if we have this good akhlaq, yeah, we can improve the world's view on us, yeah, and change some people that might not know a lot about Islam. Instead of listening to the media, what they do, they go and ask a Muslim instead, yeah, they go view the acts of some nice, kind Muslims, yeah, and they say, wow, that's different for what the media is portraying. That's different. Oh, I'll ask him about this, things like that, yeah. So this is why it's really important that we have these kind of akhlaq, that we have this akhlaq in the society that we live in. When we go around our cities, yeah, we have this akhlaq, and also organizations that help the poor, yeah, and because if you go in town, if you ever go in Birmingham city centre, yeah, you might see soup centres, things like that, giving out food to the poor, yeah, run by some Muslims as well. They don't, even though maybe they're not Shia, yeah, they're still kind of helping the portrayal of Islam, aren't they? Yeah. So things like that, and remember, if we go back a couple of weeks to last year, quite a long time, like a month ago, more than a few months ago, we had that program with you, Sheikh Amin Evans, didn't we? Yeah, and we went to that food. You lot came with us to that food bank, didn't you?
Yeah.
You wasn't shown on the interview when we interviewed the head of the person who run that food bank. You wasn't in the video, but you was there, didn't you? Yeah. And you saw the kind of work that they did. Yeah, works like that. What do they do when? Because okay, I'm gonna like change it a little bit there. Change the kind of subject that we're going on now, but when you saw people, because you lot was there, when you saw people coming into the food bank that we went to, what were they? Were they Muslims?
No.
Not all of them, were they? Yeah, there were white people there, there were black people there, wasn't there? Yeah, so many different races. There was Christians there, people who possibly don't have any religion. They went to the food bank, and what do you think? Because that is run by a group of Muslims, yeah, and possibly giving them food and even explaining a little bit about Islam as well, which is a really good way of doing da'wah, yeah, isn't it? Yeah. So they would get a really good interpretation from what they are looking at of Islam, of our communities, and what we actually do. So these are really important things as well, which we could use to change the portrayal that is currently given on Muslims. Yeah. So Miss, you've got the next thing. So can we start, Miss Wafid al-Salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Islamic greetings. We are Muslims, which means that everything we do is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that Muslims are brothers and sisters and that we should care for each other. By saying Salamun Alaikum, you are not just saying hello, but you are telling the person that you care about them and you will not hurt them in any way, because Salamun Alaikum means peace be upon you. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajuhum. Thank you for that, Misbah. Yeah. So she's mentioning about Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Whenever a Muslim comes in the room, what should we say?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. Whenever just normal things, when we go into a mosque, what should we say? Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. When we cross, yeah, someone, our family or someone like that. So whenever we greet someone, we say Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. So Assalamu alaikum is not just hello. Yeah. It's not just hello, isn't it, Misbah?
No.
Yeah, because
Telling the person that you care about them.
yeah, that's a really good meaning actually of Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. So when we say hello, do any of you know the meaning of that? Not
It's
gonna.
just a way of greeting someone.
Yeah, just a way of greeting
in
someone.
English.
Yeah, in English, yeah. So hello doesn't essentiate a meaning equivalent to Assalamu alaikum. So you can't say Assalamu alaikum means hello, because it doesn't mean hello. Yeah? Because this minuscule hello does not compare to Assalamu alaikum, does it? Yeah.
No.
Assalamu alaikum is showing that you care for that person. Yeah? You're his or her brother or sister. Yeah? This is what you're conveying when you say Assalamu alaikum. Yeah?
Assalamu alaikum means peace be upon you.
Yeah, peace be upon you. Yeah? And when you say Assalamu alaikum, what does the other person say?
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum, and upon you. And salam, and peace be upon you. Salam. Yeah. So these are really important things as well. So now in our communities, I myself, I think maybe there's some kind of how can I say, like a kind of shortage of this word. Because when you go to meet your friends, yeah, sometimes even in the mosque, yeah, they don't even say Assalamu alaikum to you when you should be saying Assalamu alaikum, shouldn't you? Because you're all Muslim. And it's wajib when someone say Assalamu alaikum to say Wa alaikum assalam. Yeah, so these are really important things. So Mohsin, you've got the next thing, so can start Mohsin off with Allah salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
So before you talk to a Muslim, you should first say Assalamu alaikum. It is also good to shake hands with them. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is say Assalamu alaikum to your mom and dad. If someone replies with, if someone says Assalamu alaikum to you, then you should reply with Wa alaikum assalam. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. Thank you so much. And just continuing of what we talked about, didn't we? Yeah, so so showing the importance of Assalamu alaikum and saying Wa alaikum assalam. So these are really important things as well, which we should have, yeah, and we shouldn't let this disappear. So whenever you do go to your friends, they're Muslim, you say Assalamu alaikum, you should start that greeting with Wa Assalamu alaikum, not hello, hi, this, that, yeah. So some of them don't even say hello, even. Yeah, some of them don't even say hello. So start off with Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, if they're Muslim, they know what you're saying. So you have this kind of relationship and a good relationship with that person. So Hussein, you've got the next thing. So can we start Hussein off with Allah salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajah.
Allah does not like for you to not reply to salam. A person who salam first will be rewarded with 69 good deeds, and a person who replies will get only one. So always be the one who says salam first. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajah. So that's one really good thing. So whenever you see a Muslim, strive to say that Assalamu alaikum first. Yeah, because that is because you're initiating that thing. You're initiating calling peace upon that person. Yeah, you're initiating that thing. Yeah. So so what you should do is that say this Assalamu alaikum, because some people as you all go to mosque, don't you? Yeah. And some you know when they do the register of the mosque.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some funny moments when things happen, and when the teacher is ticking, and then it comes to that person's name, he's like so tired and he's not saying anything. He either says hi, or he says wa alaikum assalam when the person even hasn't said assalamu alaikum yet. Yeah. So these are things which we need to be aware of. Yeah, and we need to do. Yeah. So important things. So we should strive to be that first one to say assalamu alaikum, and that's why in some madrasas, yeah, they say your name first. They don't say assalamu alaikum, the teachers. Yeah, because they want you to say that assalamu alaikum first, don't they? So you can get those more D's. Yeah. So Hussein, you've got the next thing. Have you got the next thing? Yeah. So start saying after the last salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
We are Muslims, which means that everything we do is for Allah. Allah tells us that all Muslims are brothers and sisters and that we should care for each other. By saying fi amanillah, you are not just saying goodbye, but you are telling the person that you care about them because you are asking Allah to take care of them. Fi amanillah means I leave you in the care of Allah. So what?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Thank you, Hussein. So Hussein is now going on the word fi amanillah. Yeah. So what does that mean?
I leave you in the care of Allah.
I leave you in the care of Allah. So that's he's kind of repeating the same thing as he did before with assalamu alaikum. It just not just means bye. Yeah, it means something really more than bye. You're leaving them in what, Misbah? Was it? In the care of Allah. This is what you're doing. Yeah, you're saying this, and these are some things that actually sometimes we don't even say these things. We use bye, stuff like that. Yeah. Some, like again, they don't even say bye even. Yeah. And the fi amanillah still comes in other forms as well. Khudafis, and some other forms as well. Yeah. So most of you've got the next thing. Can we start you off with the last salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Whenever you leave your mum and dad, you should say.
So just before we go on, we have a caller online. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. What's your name and where you come from?
My name's Ghazi Rizvi and I come from Glasgow.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. So what would you like to do? You would like to say anything or something?
Yeah, I'd like to ask a question.
Okay. Bismillah. Go ahead.
Okay. If I'm in class and someone does the bad akhlaq, calls me a slur, how should I react? How should I react?
Can you say that a bit louder? Cause I really can't hear it. Can you repeat it?
Alright. If I'm in class and then someone doing the bad akhlaq, like he's being mean to me, how do I react?
Oh yeah. So he's really bringing. So thank you for that question. We're gonna talk about that now. We should actually get onto that now. So hope you can understand about this question as well. So what was his question? Is that saying?
In a class, if he was in a classroom and a person was doing bad akhlaq, what should he?
Yeah. So when we go for Fru'adin, what's the Fru'adin?
Namaz,
Salah, Som, yeah, Namaz, Roza, the same meaning. And Hajj, Zakat, Khums, Jihad, Amr bin Maruf, and Nahi anil Munkar. What do these things mean?
Preventing evil
and joining good. Yeah. So these come into akhlaq as well. Yeah. So when we see someone doing a bad deed, we should do this Amr bin Maruf and Nahi anil Munkar. Yeah, we should be doing this. Yeah. Because these are things that we should, as a Muslim, do. So we see a person in a classroom, or you're outside, or in any other situation, when you notice this person is a Muslim, he could be to other people other people he's representing Islam, isn't he? Yeah. So when a person is doing this bad akhlaq, because one thing as well we should know is that don't kind of embarrass them in front of everyone, because this could be a really bad thing. Embarrassing someone, like exposing faults, yeah. These kind of things that should not be shown to everyone and things like that, and maybe we could get on that to another day. But take them to a side, talk to them about how as a Muslim we should be having this good akhlaq, yeah. And even for them, if they still don't listen to you, you've done your duty, haven't you, as a Muslim? Yeah, you've done your duty to do this Amr bil Maruf and Nahy anil Munkar. Yeah, and then if it goes to that far, you leave them and then they go their own way. But we should be showing this kind of thing. Do you want to say anything about this as well?
I think he's talking about when they're doing it to you, to yourself,
like for yourself, like that's kind of coming in the bullying aspects, isn't it? Yeah. So bullying is a very, very sad thing.
Obviously you can't like retaliate though.
Yeah, you don't retaliate in a way that you say bad stuff to them and stuff like that, but other akhlaq that you have, yeah, like our imams and the prophets, they had the akhlaq. And this one story about the Holy Prophet when he goes he's going to the mosque, I think, and he's going and he has wudu, yeah, and someone and there's a woman and she would chuck rubbish on him, didn't she? Yeah. She would chuck rubbish on him all the time. But what did the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did he always have with her? Akhlaq. Yeah, and when one day he's passing through and this woman doesn't chuck rubbish on him, and what does he do?
He gets worried.
He gets worried. This, for a normal person, oh, finally she hasn't chucked rubbish on me. Yeah, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he goes up to her and asks her, what's wrong? Yeah, I haven't seen you today. You haven't been doing bad stuff to me today. Yeah, so having this good akhlaq can change someone's opinion towards you, and even if you see someone doing bad akhlaq as well, you should correct them in the way that they do it, so that because we should know that the people that are around us, they're looking to us, and when they're looking to us, we are representing Islam, and these are some important things that we should have. So Mohsin, you've got the next thing, so can we start Mohsin off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Whenever you leave your home, whenever you leave your mum and dad, you should first say fi amanillah to them, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may keep them safe. Before you go to sleep, you should say fi amanillah. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali
Muhammad wa
So thank you for that, Mohsin. So talking about these few words that we talked about today, we started off with how good akhlaq is important, yeah. So Misbah, can you explain to us at the start why, like short on the thing that we said at the start?
We said why it's important, akhlaq, like, so if you would do these good things like pray, you would fast, but you'd use bad akhlaq, it won't be counted, because the Prophet has been sent down to give us good akhlaq. So really you should show that good akhlaq and do those things.
Yeah. So she mentioned really important things, shortening off that. So what was the next word that we talked about? We talked about Assalamu alaikum. So Mohsin, what about that word is important?
That when you're saying it, it's not just saying hello, it's saying peace be upon you, and if like you say that, it's like telling someone that I won't hurt you or anything like that.
Yeah, really important, saying that you care for them as well. And you're saying, what was the last word that we talked about?
Fi amanillah.
Fi amanillah. What about that word?
It's, you say it when you're leaving someone, and it's basically saying like, I leave you with God now, like I leave you under the safety of God now. and it's again showing how you care about someone.
Yeah, so these few words, which we only had time on to go these words as well, and we should go, we might, if we have time after we talk about Bibi Fatima, which will be our next topic, yeah, we might talk about these words, because these words are really important, like Alhamdulillah, and words of that category, yeah. So hope you have learned a lot on today's show. Hope people as well has learned at home has learned a lot on today's show. So and we should now be using these words, yeah, when we meet our Muslim friends. Assalamu alaikum, when we're saying goodbye to our Muslim friends, fi amanillah, wadafis, or any of those words. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place on Hidayat TV. But until then, fi amanillah.